Morning, guys. So what's our project today? It's Sunday morning. It's really early. It's very windy out here, so I hope it's not affecting the sound. So we went shopping yesterday, got some cement pads here and these little rings. It's actually a fire pit ring, and over here we've put one together over here just to see what it'll look like, how high it is. And we're going to put those around our apple trees. So we have 4 apple trees out in the field, and then we're going to do that. Here we are in the field, or in the vegetable garden. So here's the apple trees lined up here. We've got 4 here. And then, so we thought we'll put the rings around the bottom, see how that goes, and fill it up with dirt to make it look prettier and more distinctive. And so wanted to say, so this one is last year's apple tree for last year's Mother's Day present. This one's the one this year that we planted. It's doing okay, got some windburn, but if we get closer here, you can see some buds happening. So it's doing good. And then we've got this one here. This is last year's Mother's Day present. So so far I've been getting 2. You should always have 2 apple trees because they need to cross-pollinate. Otherwise, you're not going to get fruit if you only have 1. And this is the other one we planted this year. This one too, we've got a little bit of new growth there happening, so it is doing good. Yeah, so you should always have 2 apple trees. And so if you're in the city or, in an urbanized area, perhaps your neighbor has one. It could also be a crab apple, even though you have an eating apple one. So that's fine, and that will suffice. Pollinators need 2. Here's the other project I was working on last night, trimming some of these trees. We have, so got to cut the grass, or take the string trimmer for all the grass around here, but here's my one big pile. I've got a few more to trim here. These, and then I got another pile over here. So this tree here is gonna have to come down. The one so that one, this one here is dead too. That one's coming down, and I'm leaving this little baby in its place there. So I've got a few other trees here to get rid of. Then coming over here, this is this little area here. I really want to keep this birch, but I'm not sure if you could see. Hopefully you can see it's actually dying. So half of it here is dead. This part, see, it splits in the middle. And if we come closer here, hopefully the lighting will show. It's actually split down the middle. I'm not sure if the lighting shows, but anyways, it's split down the middle. Unfortunately, so we'll have to get rid of it. But I think it knows that it's dying, and so it gave me a couple babies. So I have, and I've planted it over here. This is one of its little babies. I planted this last night. So I planted it close by. It is actually too close to this tree. So by having it here, this will give it more room. And then I planted, it gave me 2 of them. So here's the other little baby that I planted over here. So I put them far enough apart, because remember, this is how big trees will eventually get. And the other thing, so there's a lot of work to do over here. We've got, I planted a hosta in here yesterday. Yes, Mr. Bud. Yes. Yes, we know. Okay. Yes. Sorry, he had something to say apparently. And anyway, so these trees, I find that they're like weed. So I did do a lot of, we've been trimming a lot, if you could see. I've done quite a bit of trimming. We've got some stumps to get rid of still. So we cleaned this up last year. Got rid of some stumps. This tree here will have to be removed too. See how it's leaning down? So I'd like to remove that one too. Here's another stump, another tree that we cut down last year. And we'll have to have this removed. This area here is actually the old garden. It is close to the back of the house, so this is where we had decided to do our vegetable garden last year, or potager. And we've actually it's been overtaken by weeds, which is why I decided to do the raised beds. But then once we got them settled in here, then we realized I'm not sure if you can see back there, way back there, you can see that little white spot back there. That's actually our jet out system. So this is where our gray water goes. Being that we're building a new house, we're gonna have to dig a new trench. And we're talking big equipment. Now I'm not sure how big, so we don't want anything in the way, and we know that it's gonna get all dug up, so we don't want anything that'll have to stay. We don't want anything permanent in here. We're going to be summer following this for the next couple years. We may do a few other vegetable garden maybe in here, not too sure, but nothing permanent. But definitely this year our plan is to summer follow this. Okay, and this is the plan for the cement pads. We're planning on putting them here. Okay, now this, we're gonna obviously remove that. We're saving that for another project, which will keep that under wraps for now. You'll have to keep watching to see what that project is gonna be. But I would like to put them there. And then if you see this, I like old and new. I like to combine the old and the new. Anyways, the old discer. So I think it's quite interesting. I'll probably paint it. I haven't decided what color. If you guys have ideas, please comment below what color you think we should spray paint this. And anyway, so I want to put, because it's very annoying to keep moving and trying to cut the grass underneath it. And that's what we're going to put on the cement pad. We've got those blocks, and then we're just going to put that on there as a decoration.
Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to The Funny Farm. If you'd like to see how professionals get work done, then stay tuned for our next video.
These are farm cats. They're definitely not spoiled. Are you burping them? What are you?
I'm patting him.
Totally not spoiled at all.